JoJo Siwa literally cannot catch a break. During her latest concert, she decided to perform this song live, and surprisingly, people were saying that she sounded great and she should start releasing more music like this. But when she decided to post a cover of the same exact song onto TikTok, people in the comments section were totally violating her.
JoJo Siwa just pulled the plot twist of the century. And no, it wasn't choreographed. After years of glittering in rainbows and proudly waving the lesbian flag like it was part of her bow collection, she decided to shake things up by coming out as not a lesbian. Plot twist? Try PR earthquake. On Celebrity Big Brother, she announced she's actually queer and dating a man. This wasn't a quiet revelation made over a candlelit dinner. It happened during a 24/7 reality show stream in front of millions. Her queer rebranding dropped harder than her new single.
Not only did JoJo Siwa just cancel a Pride show that was supposed to take place in Chicago, but she has now canceled her entire tour that she was supposed to kick off on July 10th, including a show that she had planned on July 29th in Toronto. It's not clear what caused the cancellations, whether it was due to low ticket sales or possibly connected to the comments that she made recently about feeling pressured to come out as a lesbian.
And Twitter didn't just break, it combusted. For someone who profited heavily from her LGBTQ+ identity, selling merch, songs, and her entire brand. This felt less like self-discovery and more like a brand betrayal timed with the opening act of Pride Month. Let's put it this way. If JoJo was the poster child for Gen Z queer pop, she just set fire to her own billboard with a sparkly flamethrower. The timing? Impeccably awful. Fans who celebrated her as a beacon for young LGBTQ+ people now feel duped. This isn't about her evolving identity, that's valid, but when the revelation comes with a reality TV love interest, during the month you're supposed to celebrate that very community, yeah, it hits different. JoJo didn't just drop the gay label. She yeeted it into the arms of a British ex-reality star.
JoJo Siwa is receiving major backlash after teasing new music, and she thinks people just don't get it. By now, we've all seen the video of her covering Kim Kardashian's Betty Davis Eye.
All the boys think she's a spy.
In a new video, she's defending herself, saying that's the way it's meant to be sung.
It's a song that is originally performed with a ton of rasp, which is why I did it with a ton of rasp.
She's not wrong when it comes to that because Kim Kardashian does sing very raspy.
All on live television. Iconic or chaotic? Both, but definitely not subtle. Imagine tuning into reality TV and seeing JoJo Siwa, the girl who once tap danced her way into our hearts, licking chocolate off another man's pants like she's on a Food Network dating special. And no, this isn't satire. It's reality TV in its most savage form. While her then-girlfriend Kathleen was probably cozy at home cheering her on, JoJo was in bed with her new friend Chris, giggling like a teenager in a CW rom-com.
So it's platonic right now, but JoJo, would you like it to be romantic? I mean, he's a gorgeous boy.
So are you, Ben.
He's a gorgeous boy, you're a gorgeous boy, you're a gorgeous girl. Look, he's a great guy. It is platonic. We have a lot of fun together. Life is life, and I don't know any future of anything. But I'm really grateful for our dynamic that we have and our bond that we have, and whatever life does, life will do.
The kicker? It was all caught in high-def 4K TikTok-ready quality. This isn't emotional cheating. This is emotional demolition derby with chocolate sauce on top. The intimacy wasn't subtle. JoJo wasn't whispering sweet nothings. She was writing a Shakespearean tragedy in real time, cuddled up under the covers. And the internet? Oh, we ate it up, literally. The clip spread faster than a TikTok dance challenge, and fans were split between laughter, betrayal, and sheer disbelief. To make it worse, she played it off with the world's weakest defense. Chris isn't the reason we broke up. Sis, Chris might not have caused the breakup, but he was definitely the fire emoji in the dumpster blaze that followed. It's not cheating if it's on TV, right? Wrong. It's worse, because now your receipts come with commercial breaks and dramatic zoom-ins. JoJo traded in integrity for airtime, and the internet's popcorn supply is running low. What started as a cheeky flirtation turned into a full-blown scandal. And Kathleen? She watched the girl she loved become a walking PR disaster in real time. Picture this. You fly across the ocean to surprise your partner after their stint on reality TV. You bring the love, the support, the vibes. And before you even get to unpack your toothbrush, you're dumped. That's not a breakup. That's a drive-by. Kathleen's reward for loyalty was a public slap in the face, served at an after-party with a side of humiliation. JoJo didn't just ghost her girlfriend, she spectrally manifested a new relationship on national television while her actual partner was still in the dark. And when called out, she gave the classic, "There were many reasons we broke up" speech. Girl, that script is older than your glitter sneakers. No one's buying the breakup buffet excuse when you've been caught cuddling, giggling, and thigh-licking your way through Big Brother UK. Kathleen didn't just lose a girlfriend, she lost her reality. One minute she's posting support for JoJo, the next she's watching the relationship implode on TikTok. And the timing? JoJo was dumped by fans harder than Kathleen was dumped at that party. To say it was messy would be an insult to toddlers with spaghetti. JoJo turned her breakup into a press tour, and Kathleen was just collateral damage on the way to a new era. Healing era? Try heartbreak PR. JoJo's post-scandal battle cry? "I'm young, I'm figuring myself out." Cue the world's tiniest glitter-covered violin. At 21, JoJo is not some naive high school sophomore caught in a love triangle. She's a multi-millionaire pop star with a tour bus, a brand empire, and enough sequins to blind the sun. So when she leans on the "I'm still learning" defense after emotionally detonating her girlfriend on live TV, it doesn't land. It nosedives. Being young isn't a get-out-of-scandal-free card, especially when your actions are broadcasted 24/7 and your fans are under the age of your new boyfriend's car insurance premium. JoJo knew what she was doing. Every giggle, every cuddle, every thigh nibble was filmed, edited, and aired. You don't get to torch your image with a sparkly blowtorch and then say, "Oops, self-discovery." That's not growth, that's gall. Her plea for understanding might have worked if she wasn't already a seasoned PR queen who's navigated fame for over a decade. You don't get to oops your way through betrayal when your empire was built on being a symbol of wholesomeness and gay pride. This isn't a coming-of-age arc. It's a full-blown villain origin story with rhinestones. Self-discovery is valid, but doing it while using someone else's heart as a crash test dummy? That's not discovering yourself. That's wrecking someone else to find your sparkle. And JoJo? We see through the glitter. When the internet found out yes, that JoJo was dating a 33-year-old man, jaws didn't just drop. They hit the floor, rolled under the couch, and filed a restraining order against common sense. The 12-year age gap between JoJo and Chris wasn't just a number. It was a whole Netflix docuseries waiting to happen. And while technically legal, the optics gave everyone flashbacks to the early 2000s when Hollywood normalized relationships that should have stayed in therapy sessions. Let's talk vibes. JoJo, still seen by many as the sparkly, rainbow-loving ex-Nickelodeon star, has a fan base made up largely of young, queer fans. Pairing up with a man who looks like he should be coaching a junior football league? Bad optics, babe. This wasn't giving power couple. It was giving questionable judgment with a side of PR firestorm. The backlash was immediate and justified. Fans weren't just mad, they were betrayed. After years of being a queer icon, suddenly JoJo's dating choices felt like a full-speed U-turn on the Rainbow Road. And Chris, he wasn't just older. He was a public figure from an entirely different world, one that didn't exactly scream allyship. Let's just say, if this relationship was an episode, it would have been titled Law Order, PR Misstep Unit. JoJo's interviews became a game of emotional pinball. One minute, Chris was her soulmate. The next, she was practically giving, "Who me? Never met the man." Her messaging wasn't just inconsistent, it was full-on gaslight theater. And the audience, we weren't buying popcorn, we were buying lie detectors. At first, fans gave her the benefit of the doubt. Relationships are messy, sure, but this wasn't mess. This was calculated chaos. Every interview felt like a soft reboot, each quote carefully manicured to keep both sides of the aisle guessing. Was it true love or trial run for an upcoming album rollout? Critics didn't hesitate to call it what it was, a PR crisis response playbook written in glitter ink. Calling him her soulmate during Backlash, only to walk it back days later, wasn't romantic. Worse still, the self-proclaimed inventor of G-pop failed to acknowledge the decades of queer pop legends who paved the way. Where was the nod to Troye Sivan, Hayley Kiyoko, or even the indie queer artists grinding on SoundCloud? Instead, JoJo positioned herself as the neon-drenched messiah of an entire genre, built on a xylophone loop from kindergarten class. It wasn't genre-bending, it was genre-broken. The football gear wasn't a cute couple moment. It was a walking billboard for borrowed relevance. JoJo wasn't just trying to ride the wave. She was dog paddling through a PR hurricane, hoping the UK might adopt her out of pity. Spoiler, they didn't. Instead, the move was labeled what it was: transparent, awkward, and out of sync with both her audience and her message. If this was her British invasion, it was more Spice Rack than Spice Girls.